Peace to your feet, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map.
Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the
Hey y'all, hey, back with another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about our girl Naziah Harris. And I just came to say, what in the is going on? What is going on? Even with her birthday, excuse me, I got to sneeze. Sorry. Even with it being Naziah's birthday month, her actual birthday, it still just can't be about her. I hope y'all see my thumbnail. Even in her missing, it's still not about Naziah, because people are making things about them. This is so sad. This is ridiculous at this point. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about it being okay for everybody to celebrate Naziah. Like, at this point, grown people can't be grown. Now, I've been seeing what's been going on. We don't be on YouTube really like that too much, but I've seen what is going on. And let me just say, first of all, the fact that Annette and Shannon is calling Roxy, saying that she has people at their door, and complaining about people walking up and down the street, ranting and raving, screaming Naziah's name and saying happy birthday, is crazy. Like, this just shows even more how they do not care about Naziah. This is what happens when you're celebrating for someone that's missing or unalive. Like, why does that bother them so bad that people are celebrating Naziah and basically walking, chanting her name and her happy birthday to her? Well, Roxy says she was not one of those people that was at the door, allegedly, if that happened. And of course, I seen part of what Tu said, that had nothing to do with what she had going on. It was little kids that ran up at that door, kids that wasn't even with Tu. Anywho, it's just a lot going on with that situation. And then I guess some stuff Kiwana then went and said about, it's just so much that it should not even be about he say, she say, and them, those, and others. It should only be about Naziah. What's so hard about that? And then, not to even mention, they even set a hearing for Jarvis on Naziah's birthday. How sway? It still isn't about Naziah. How do you put a hearing on the day of her birthday? I find that really messed up, if you ask me. It's mind-boggling. But anywho, I'm gonna play some things that I have for you guys, and we'll go from there.
My event. It was someone else's that they wanted to do for her. I was not in attendance because I got into a car accident 2 weeks ago. Okay? I was not in attendance because I am in pain. Severe pain. I just got out of a cast. Okay? And I got a couple broken bones when I came to the city for Labor Day weekend. Got into a car accident real bad. Damn near lost my life. It was that bad. So I have not been at very many events aside from the event that Kathleen heard through, I think like maybe a week. Like I said, I might be all over the place. Bear with me. It is what it is. I am not in Michigan right now. Nowhere fucking close to Michigan. Okay? It has gotten back to me from several different people that Annette and Shannon have stated that I am at their house banging on their door, or banging and kicking down their door, and other people are there, and I'm with them on their grass in front of their house right now, kicking down their door. I am nowhere to be found in Michigan. I'm nowhere close. Okay? So to the people who through the event, perhaps you need to handle that. To my understanding, apparently a content creator, which I don't really name content creators, however, this one will be named. The content creator, I guess, through this event for Naziah, I guess they were walking through the neighborhood, yelling and screaming and chanting and doing all of that. It don't got nothing to do with me. I am nowhere in Michigan, nowhere near. Annette and Shannon calling people, talking about, I got people at their door. I ain't got nobody at your door. I ain't got nobody at your door. I'm sitting outside at my own property in a whole nother state, sipping my lemonade, nowhere to fucking be found. So you can stop with the fucking lies.
So y'all heard that, and also I want to say I'm going to be playing a clipping from the news about Jarvis' hearing. And let me say, I've seen people saying that they rescheduled his court appearance for 2026. But I'm just going to say I haven't seen anything in the news about it yet. It might come out later on today that has updated, but I haven't seen that in the news, obviously. But let's jump into what else I have.
Gripped the entire region. A 13-year-old presumed dead, her body never found. Good evening, everybody. I'm Roop Rye.
And I'm Taryn Asher. Today, Naziah would have turned 15 years old, and her cousin is trying to help everyone honor her memory. Fox News' Dave Spencer is joining us now live in studio with more on the tribute, as the suspect also appears in court today.
Yeah, that suspect, Jarvis Butts, the man accused in Naziah's murder, awaits trial. The prosecution learned today they could use his criminal past against him. Meanwhile, her family is hoping that on her birthday, the world can come together in the name of complete justice. At a park next to the Royal Skateland roller rink in Detroit, the cousin of Naziah Harris sends up pink balloons in tribute. She says she's far from alone in this effort. The case of Naziah Harris, who disappeared after getting off a school bus in January of 2024, has received international attention. She was just 13 at the time. Now she's presumed to be dead, and the suspect, Jarvis Butts, awaits trial for her murder. Butts was in a courtroom today as attorneys argued over his criminal past, the prosecution wanting to use evidence that would point to a track record of a defendant who preys on the children of women that he was in a relationship with. They plan to use 4 examples with victims ranging from 4 to 15 years old. At the same time, Harris's cousin hopes her pink balloon tribute will inspire others to stay with this case until the end.
What everyone to do is to load a picture of them releasing balloons for Naziah, and once they're done with recording that that recording. If they want to show their face, fine. If they don't, it's still fine. We want them to share that with hashtag Complete Justice for Neziah so that everyone across the globe can be involved.
As for the suspect, his attorney also asked for the trial, which was supposed to start soon, to be postponed so the defense can go over all the evidence. That motion will be decided at a hearing tomorrow morning. And just to speak to how many people were impacted by this case, when we were at the park group with a group of kids just randomly came up to us and asked us what we were doing, and they immediately knew about Neziah and they wanted to take part in that tribute themselves.
Oh, it's so important. And tomorrow is going to be a critical day for this family. There's two things that people can do: pay attention closely and hope for justice, but also use that hashtag because it does use social media in a way that's good. Yeah, it raises awareness and keeps that name and the case in the headlines and keeps people interested and active to make sure that things don't get missed. Yeah, little Neziah deserves that for sure.
Hopes to move one step closer to closure.
The 13-year-old went missing back in January of 2024, and the man police say knows what happened to her goes before a judge today.
Jordan Burroughs now has been following the case. He joins us now live this morning from the courthouse in Detroit with the very latest. Jordan?
Sandra and Meredith, the man we are talking about is Jarvis Butts. He's accused of sexually assaulting and murdering 13-year-old Neziah Harris. But that's just one case. There is a second case where he is accused of sexual assault with two other girls. That's in a separate case. We know he'll be in court later today, but let's touch base about his last court appearance, which was last month. Butts was last seen before a judge and his defense team last month while he was in court. His team said there were some discovery issues and issues with evidence, and his team wanted to quash some motions regarding the two sexual misconduct cases. However, as we previously reported, those were denied. Today's hearing is to clear up both cases, the Neziah Harris case and the alleged sexual abuse of the other girls. Butts faces premeditated murder charges. Neziah Harris was last seen getting off her school bus at the corner of Cornwall and 3 Mile Drive in Detroit back on January 9th of last year. Evidence shows that she is dead, but her body has not yet been found. That is according to the prosecutor's office. Jarvis Butts' jury trial is scheduled for October 6th, essentially today being a pretrial hearing to make sure that everything is in order before that jury trial begins.
We bring the news.